First I'm going to read a few comments, I'll read the proclamation first, and then I get to a few comments. Whereas Doug Maxeiner has served as village administrator for the village of Wauconda for over 20 months, and whereas Doug began his tenure as at the village during a period of total administrative reorganization resulting from the then recent municipal election, and whereas Doug Maxeiner accepted the challenges of total reorganization and greatly assisted the mayor, the village board, and the staff in this reorganization, and with skillful application of his knowledge, experience, and wisdom, and with a steady hand negotiated the opportunity for the village to obtain Lake Michigan water. He refined, enhanced the financial budgeting and the reporting of the village. He earned the trust of all the elected officials and the village as a whole, all the while being the consummate diplomat, and he balanced the needs of the various opinions and the officials and citizens that he serves. And whereas, in furtherance of the goal of focused professional government administration, Doug Maxeiner brought professional assistance to the village through the conferences with meetings with Dr. Gabris from the Northern Illinois School of Governance to assist the elected officials in developing meaningful goals and strategies necessary to implement those goals. Whereas in these and many other strong efforts, Doug Maxeiner has conducted himself humbly, dutifully, and effectively, serving as a positive example for all officials and employees of the village. Now, therefore, I, Frank Bart, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the village of Wauconda, Illinois, and on behalf of our citizens, do hereby extend our deepest appreciation to Doug Maxeiner, and hereby present this proclamation and key to the village, which we have. Doug?
Wow. Thank you.
To Doug Maxeiner for making Wauconda a better place to live, work, and recreate. And witness thereof, I, Frank Bart, Mayor of Wauconda, have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the village of Wauconda to be affixed this 3rd day of March 2015. So, sign that for you, Doug. But I just want to say, Doug took office in times of great change. And, excuse me, we just asked the water company for more time, and they said no. We agreed to pull our elected team off and put all the professionals on there, mirroring what the water company did. And Doug single-handedly helped negotiate this effort to a successful conclusion. The plan that we voted on in the referendum, we were about $16 million short, a little over that. So I mentioned that because it was complicated, very complicated deal, and I don't think people fully appreciate the work that went into that, making that deal work. So working in conjunction with the water company, they were able to bridge that gap, which was significant. It's about 1/3 of the project.
And Bolo.
What's it?
And Bolo.
Yeah, and Bolo, of course, Bolo. And then in addition to that, so, you know, we couldn't do the original plan. We needed a new plan. Doug worked it out with them. But then in addition to that, all this going on, these complexities, we left off, there's 400 homes that are part of our Superfund agreement that had to be added as well. So that's another almost $3 million in cost. Again, Doug went to work with our partners in Bolo and the CLC Jawa team at the water company and worked that out as well, and how we're going to cover the cost of that, because that was additional. So it was a big deal. It wasn't something simple, and I very much appreciated the extra efforts there. So it was complicated. The environment was tense, and his leadership was exemplary on that. But in addition to that, a key thing that we've developed in conjunction with actually several of you in the audience is our strategic plan. So Doug helped facilitate that effort in conjunction with our contractor, which was Dr. Gabris from the Northern Illinois School of Governance, helped us develop a 5-year strategic plan, which we all can agree on and have agreed on, and now we can implement. So that's a big deal for the citizens, the businesses, the organizations that were part of this. We all know the path forward because we all worked on it together and we agreed to it. So that's a big deal, and we really appreciate that. And Doug also facilitated our efforts for effective governance and helped us to identify issues that we needed to address in order to bring that strategic plan to life and make it a reality for this governing body. So because of your leadership and facilitation, Doug, we really appreciate it, and thank you very much.